Denial by Kathy Ritchie. I was sitting at the kitchen table when I spotted a sample box containing the memory drug Aricept. I asked my mom why she was taking it. She told me that her doctor thought it might be a good idea since her memory was failing her. My first thought was of Ronald Reagan. He died of Alzheimer's disease, an incredibly long and drawn-out process from what I remembered. Could my mom have this disease? No, absolutely not. How could I cope with this? I can't change her diaper. I can't deal with this. I'm only 27. I don't remember feeling any profound sense of grief or loss. My own mother didn't seem too troubled that her doctor gave her a bunch of pills, beautifully packaged and marketed for an incurable, brutal disease. I do, however, remember what I was wearing. A turquoise sweater with an oversized turtleneck and bell sleeves. My ex-fiancé hated it. It was the only thing that kept me warm. That is, until denial set in. It covered me like the thickest, coziest fleece blanket. Denial is an awesome thing. It allows you to rationalize what you know deep down to be horrifyingly true. As I sat there, I started running through a list of all of her various peculiarities that had started springing up from nowhere. Those subtle new behaviors that make you think, oh Christ, could it be? And I explained away everything. Or more accurately, swept everything under the rug. My mom doesn't have Alzheimer's disease. Mom just retired. Her increased forgetfulness, her inability to get my name right the first time, David, Betsy, Anita, Vilma, Kathy. Her mounting anxiety and abandonment of basic household chores is because she no longer has a routine, or maybe she's a little homesick for her native Ecuador. It'll pass. She's fine. And those pills? Just another doctor peddling another drug. Time drags in purgatory. It's been over 6 years since that moment in my mom's kitchen. We were recently told that she might only have 2 to 3 years to live. This after learning she isn't dying from Alzheimer's disease. Her gray matter is turning to mush because of a lesser-known, more sinister kind of dementia, frontotemporal dementia, a dementia that affects those areas of the brain that control personality, behavior, language, those little things that make us who we are. If you ask me today which stage of grief I currently inhabit, I couldn't answer. It goes beyond your typical 7. Most days, I just don't feel what I probably should feel. Denial is always a good place to start. It coats your entire nervous system, temporarily shielding you from a grotesque reality, a Pepto-Bismol of the brain. My moment of denial was the very first step in a long, dragged-out farewell party.